happened just the other day. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
Threw a little Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Come on.
Almost cut my hair. What a great song. A lot of good stuff we still haven't even touched, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Come on. We're rolling.
Welcome back, folks. And again, this is a live show.
So you go ahead.
So if you got questions about guns, you got questions about paperwork, you got questions about auctions, you got questions about, hey, you know, somebody's gone and you have a collection and you don't know what to do with it, give us a call. What's that number, Jimmy?
You're going to want to call in at 866-870-5752. Once again, 866-870-5752.
Yeah, what happens usually here is we don't get a bunch of calls for a while, and then apparently the booze starts kicking in. And then all of a sudden, everybody floods us when we're like 5 minutes before it's time to go.
It's like, might as well get 15 calls in 3 minutes. Let's do this.
And we kind of have to zip through the calls.
Yeah, so if you have a lengthy question or a comment or need to say something, call in now. Don't wait till the end because we want to get you on air. Let's go.
Let's get to Mark in Woodland Hills. There you go. Mark, how are you?
Good evening, the shock troops of the Second Amendment.
Good evening, Mark. Good to hear from you. How you doing?
Not too bad. I had bifurcated questions here. One pertains to my in-law, who I just heard you talking about checking up on the DOJ, and he was my in-law who got caught with some pot. I guess it was like more than an allowable amount or whatever back in the 80s. I tried to pull him up, and I did pull it up. I guess it's really at oag.cal.gov. I guess that's the Office of Attorney General or whatever. And I'm going to run him through. I don't know if it's going to ask for his Social Security number or whatever, because I don't have that. I'm privy to his name, of course. I'll have him look that up, but I think it's under the criminal history information when I pulled it up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so. I think
okay, I'll sit down with him and we'll go through it together.
No, absolutely.
My question for myself, self-serving here, is I want a Walther. I like them a lot, but the only thing I see here on the roster of approved Walthers, I thought it was 45 also, but all I see is a bunch of 22 long rifle. Is that true?
The Walther P22, I believe, is the only gun right now that they have on the roster.
Yeah.
And again, for those of you that don't know, the California back in 2000 passed this stupid law called the California Gun Roster. It's supposed to stop us from having Saturday night specials, but what it is, it's a backdoor way of deleting us from having new firearms, because any handgun to be sold in the state of California, manufacturer must submit 3 guns of each color, type, and barrel length, pay an extortion fee to the Department of Justice, then it goes on the list. If it's on the list, you can buy it and sell it in California, and if it's not, you can. So
I should think that the Walther in the 22 would be even more concealable than what I was looking for, which is a 380. Or I'm not really into the 9. I like the 380 because of the smaller package for that kind of mission. And 45s are okay, but I prefer the 1911 Navy or something like that I've owned previously. But so I'm stuck with a 22 and a Walther.
No. What you'll have to do is you'll have to find one used or on consignment.
Yeah.
We've got we actually have at least one PPK or PPKS in my auction next Saturday.
Splendid.
Yeah, go to gunslingerauctions.com and then click on the Bid Now button, then go to the search bar and put PPKS in there, and it'll run, however many we have in there, it'll show you.
Yeah, there's a double action 380, a PPK in there. We have a few of them on here.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it more likely 380 than 9? Or?
Well, PPKs are always going to be 380. It'll say 9mm Kurs on it, but Kurs means short in German, so it's
I realize that.
Yeah, so it is a 380, and that's what it is.
And they got a 32 on there too.
Yeah,
so
little PP.
You have a little choice of what you like.
I'll pass on the 32.
Hey, you know what? Hey, just putting it out there if anyone else is looking for it.
But we do have a couple of PPKSs or PPKs in there, and I'm sure you'll be able to get one for a good deal. All right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. You answered my question. God bless you guys. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
And
same
thank
to
you so much for the call.
Bye-bye. See, we get the nicest phone calls. You know why? Because we're all armed.
See, what we used to say is an armed society
is a polite society.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I can tell you, being so many gun shows that I've done over the years, because I used to be a staple, especially at the Pomona show before Zev Yaroslavsky killed it. And man, people were just the sweetest, nicest could be. No, never a problem, never an issue. And if somebody acted up, it got put down really fast.
When people don't have to live in fear, they're a lot more open to show kindness and a little more gratitude throughout their day, because they don't have to sit there and be feeling like they have to be armed for every interaction in their life.
The Pomona show was so cool in its day. A lot of famous people used to go there. I ran into Judge Ito. Remember him?
Yeah, Judge Lance Ito.
Yeah, ran into him there. A particular man that used to play basketball here, the 7'2" phenom. I won't mention his name, but we all know who we're talking about. With Mr. Skyhook himself, used to be a fairly regular guy and just very polite, very nice man. He'd come by my table and he'd look at stuff, and if he liked something, he'd ask, and if he didn't, he'd just walk
on by.
You could see him everywhere.
He'd keep walking on by.
Yeah.
You could see him into the horizon.
Of course, Magnum PI used to be a fairly regular there. I met him there several times. Lots of interesting folks. It was such a cool show. If you've ever been to the Pomona Fairgrounds, it was every building.
Come on.
Every building. You couldn't do this. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you couldn't see everything in those 3 days.
And these aren't just regular buildings. These are hangars.
Yeah. Especially Building 4. It's double the size. That's where I was always at. It was the building to be in. And it was always so crazy full. All right, let's get to Mark out in Phoenix. Mark, what can we do for you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Good.
Great show. Just found it like a music choice, too. It's a switch from country for a gun show.
Hey, welcome then. Thanks for joining us.
Well, I am a musician, so I got a little different taste, but go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, it takes me back. All my handguns are automatics and carry a Ruger 380 normally. But I was thinking about, interested in the snub nose, a 38 revolver.
Short barreled, yeah.
For carry, hammerless. And just for more reliability and such, I was wondering what recommendations you'd have for that as far as brands and quality. And
hands down, easy one. You ready? The Kimber KS6. This is a fantastic firearm. It's stainless, so you don't have to worry about it getting rusty. I have one on my CCW, and I walk 5 miles a day, and you get pretty sweaty. And it's always with me. I load 38s in it. I don't put 357s, but you can do 38 plus Ps, which is packs plenty of punch and no problems at all. So I absolutely love that gun.
Pretty good. We get a little hot out here.
You know what? Yeah, I keep mine in a belly band around my stomach, and like I said, I'm out exercising. Never have a problem.
And it's great. It's a great balance, and the actual fit of it, the slender look to it. It's very, very nice to feel against the body.
That was 8, is in the number 8.
No, it's a K, like a King Sam 6.
KS6.
KS6, made by Kimber.
Okay.
So it's Kimber 2. So
you're running around 400 or 500, or?
No, they're a little expensive. They're around $1,000, but worth every penny.
What do you have? What can you recommend that's maybe 400 to 500?
It go down to the Smith & Wesson. What is it? Model 442.
Popular, super popular. It comes in a lot of great barrel lengths.
Yeah, also comes in a stainless. Yeah, also comes in a stainless. It comes only in 38, and it's a 5-shot, so you lose a shot because the Kimber, it does have 6. But it's a very lightweight gun.
How many shots do you need from a few feet away if you have to? Unfortunately, do that.
You never know.
Yeah,
you just never know.
All right, so that's hammerless as well.
That is well, there's a hammered and a hammerless. I can't remember which one's which, but it might be a 440 and a 442. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not in the retail side of things too much these days. But
all right, well, I'll check out your auction as well and other things. Great show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you much.
Okay,
thanks for joining us,
and thanks for the call. Take care now. Bye bye.
The 440 is, and actually the 442 is the hammerless.
Oh, okay. And then what's the hammer one? That's a I can't think what day.
90.
Like I said, guys, I'm doing auctions pretty much these days. I rarely get down to my retail store, which suits my son just fine.
The 460.
460. Okay.
460V as well. Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and I think
And that's in Magnum. So.
Oh, there you go. And the Bodyguard is another good one. That's a blue gun. It's not a stainless, but it does come with the little Crimson Trace laser. So that's kind of a nice little.
When you get that added on right there, like stock, pretty much, that's a great thing to have ready and prepared.
Well, and like we were talking last week, I realize that the Kimber is a little bit more money, but it's going to last you your whole life. What's a couple of $100 more over a lifetime for something that's never going to let you down?
We always say these are investments, and the more you put into your investment, the more you're going to get out of it.
And Jimmy, at the top of the hour, I was going to continue with man, I hate getting old.
We were going to continue to speak on
You know what CRS stands for?
Well, if anyone knows in the comments.
Can't remember stuff.
Yes, but if anyone remembers what we were talking about before,
let us know. I'm sure somebody on
throw something up, and
we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump right back into there. The 642 number was also another one.
That's it, 642. All right.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're coming up on the back half of our second hour now.
I know. And guys, what's the number, Jim?
You guys are going to want to call in. Remember that. 866-870-5752. That's a real easy number. It's 866-870-KRLA.
That's it. And 870, just like the shotgun.
Come on.
All right. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be back right after this. Didn't somebody mention this song?
Yeah.